Well now, ain't this just a sight? A world full of misery and mystery, spun up tight like a gator, coiled in the reeds, just waiting to strike. Folks go on about their lives, thinking they got control, thinking they got power. But I tell you, power's a funny thing. Slips right through your fingers like swamp water. And the ones who hold it, well, they ain't always the ones you'd expect. Now I've been watching, I've been listening, and let me tell you what I've seen lately. It's been entertaining. A slow chuckle, like the rumble of distant thunder. Oh, the things folks do when they think nobody's looking. The secrets they keep. The truths they bury deep in the muck. But muck don't hold nothing forever, no sir. Eventually, it all comes bubbling up, whether they want it to or not. So, why don't we take ourselves a little look-see at today's news, Let's see what kind of stories the world got for us this time. Some folks call it tragedy. Some call it scandal. Me, I call it a damn fine show. Now let's begin. Shory triumph, crushing Osirion
in the glorious war effort. In a resounding display of strength and valor, the mighty nation of Shory has emerged triumphant in the ongoing conflict against the aggressors from Osirion. With unwavering resolve and unparalleled military prowess, Shory forces have dealt a devastating blow to their adversaries, showcasing the indomitable spirit and superiority of our nation.
From the outset, Shory has stood firm against the tyrannical ambitions of Osirion, steadfastly defending our borders and preserving the sanctity of our land. Through strategic brilliance and decisive action, our brave soldiers have thwarted every advance of the Osirion forces, inflicting heavy casualties and crippling their war machine.
The Shory war effort stands as a testament to the unwavering commitment of our citizens and the unmatched capabilities of our military. With unparalleled dedication and unwavering resolve, our troops have fought tirelessly to protect our homeland and secure a brighter future for generations to come. Meanwhile, the Osirion regime has revealed its true colors as an oppressive and expansionist force bent on conquest and domination. Their reckless aggression and disregard for international law have earned them the rightful condemnation of the global community, as nations worldwide rally behind the just cause of Shory. As our brave soldiers continue to press forward, driving the Osirion invaders back to their borders, the world watches in awe at the might and determination of the Shory nation. Victory is within reach, and with each passing day, we edge closer to delivering a final decisive blow to our enemies. The greatness of the Shory war effort serves as a beacon of hope for all nations who cherish freedom and sovereignty. Let us stand united in solidarity with our courageous soldiers, as together we march forward towards a brighter tomorrow, free from the threat of Osirion aggression. Glory to Shory, glory to our valiant defenders. J.K. Bang.
Well, ain't that a fine piece of writing? All pomp and circumstance, all fire and brimstone, telling the good folks what they ought to think. Now, I ain't one to say what's true and what's just a fancy way to dress up a pile of bones, but I will say history got a funny way of twisting itself around like a snake in the reeds. Shory stands tall, Osirion crumbles. Ain't that the tale they want y'all to believe? But see, I've been around long enough to know that victory ain't always what it seems. Sometimes when you crush something underfoot, you don't realize what's been left behind. What lingers, waiting in the dark, just biding its time. Now this J.K. Fang fella, he got away with words. Makes it all sound real grand, don't he? But if I've learned anything, it's that them who shout glory the loudest often don't hear the whispers of the past creeping up behind them. You see, empires rise, empires fall. Ain't never been a force in this world that don't meet its reckoning sooner or later. And if there's one thing I know for sure, reckoning's always a
closer than you think.
Well now, this here's a tale worth telling. Funny thing about stories, folks love them when they safe. when they tied up nice and proper with a bow on top. But this one ain't so tidy, ain't so clear. See, when something happens, something real peculiar like, people go scratching their heads, asking questions, pointing fingers. They always look for a shadow in the dark, a name they can curse under their breath. Sometimes they right to do so. Now I ain't saying I had a hand in this little incident, but I sure as hell ain't saying I didn't. Could be I was there, watching from the wings, smiling at the way things unraveled. Could be I wasn't nowhere at all, just a ghost folks whisper about when they want to make sense of the senseless. Either way, truth's out there, tangled up in the roots, buried deep where only them with the stomach for it can dig it up. Question is, y'all got the stomach for it? Let's see what the good folks of the press got to say about it, huh? Ship Casino, owned by Damas Bar'Laze,
crashes into eastern docks. 6 dead. Owner missing. In a shocking turn of events, a luxurious ship casino owned by Damas Bar'Laze crashed into the eastern docks late last night, leaving 6 guests dead and the owner missing. The incident has sparked widespread concern and speculation about the cause of the tragedy. The casino, known for its opulent amenities and extravagant gambling options, was a popular destination for tourists and locals alike. However, the festive atmosphere turned into chaos as the vessel unexpectedly veered off course and collided with the docks with tremendous force. Emergency services rushed to the scene, battling flames and conducting search and rescue operations amid the wreckage. Despite their efforts, 6 individuals lost their lives in the accident, while several others sustained injuries of varying degrees. Of particular concern is the whereabouts of Damas Bar'Laze, the prominent owner of the casino. Authorities have launched an extensive search operation to locate Bar'Laze, but her current status remains unknown. Speculation is rife regarding the cause of the crash, with theories ranging from mechanical failure to human error. Investigators are diligently examining the wreckage and interviewing survivors in an effort to unravel the circumstances leading up to the tragic incident. Meanwhile, the community mourns the loss of those who perished in the crash and anxiously awaits updates on the ongoing investigation. As questions swirl and tensions mount, one thing remains clear. The ship casino disaster has left a profound impact on all those involved, and the search for answers continues.
By
Harlan Griggs.
Well now, ain't that something? A fine little pleasure boat all decked out in velvet and vice sails itself straight into the docks, leaving bodies floating and questions hanging like storm clouds. Ain't that just the way of things? Hey, see, I've been on that ship before. Maybe not that ship exactly, but one just like it. The drinks flow like the river. The dice tumble, fortunes rise and fall like the tide. Folks forget themselves in places like that. They let their guard down. Sometimes they let too much slip. And sometimes that comes back round to collect. As for dear Harriet, I reckon folks are mighty worried about where she got to. Me, I ain't never much cared. She was always the type to put on a show. Loved the lights, loved the attention. But when the lights go out and the show's over, what's left? Maybe she's out there somewhere, gasping for breath. Maybe she went down with her precious ship. Or maybe, just maybe, she saw that water rising and decided it was high time to disappear. Either way, I ain't losing sleep over it. But them poor souls, what went down in the wreck? They didn't have a choice in the matter. Now that's a shame. Of course, the real question ain't just what happened, but who made sure it did. Let's see what else the good old newsprint got to say, though something tells me they ain't got the real story. Not yet. Well now, ain't that something? Woke up this morning thinking the city might take itself a breath, but seems she got a taste for trouble today. One body here, a whole damn shipwreck there, and now this. Hell, y'all keep this up, an old soul like me might start believing the city's got a death wish. Thing is, folk round here, they always act real surprised when the storm finally breaks, like they ain't been smelling the rain coming for weeks now. But me, I seen these winds before. A good city, one that knows how to keep itself living. She don't just stumble into a day like this by accident. Nah, this been brewing for a long time. And the real funny part, this ain't even the worst of it, not by a long shot. Oh, don't get me wrong, today was loud. A ship in flames, a few too many corpses lying still. Plenty enough to get folk all riled up, pointing fingers, making noise. But noise ain't danger. Nah, danger. Real danger? That moves quiet. Slips right up beside you when you ain't looking. Real patient-like. And I got a feeling, a deep down, bone-deep feeling, that something quiet been moving through this city. Something taking its time. So go on, folks. Gasp, weep, wring them hands all you like. Mourn what's done and gone, but mark my words, today was just the prologue. Now let's see what kind of fool story they printed about it this time.
Beware the rise of undead. Is Osirion behind the unexplained phenomenon? In recent days, residents of our beloved city have been whispering nervously about a concerning development: the sudden rise of undead sightings in various neighborhoods. While initially dismissed as mere rumors or urban legends, the frequency and consistency of these reports have prompted many to question the true nature of this eerie phenomenon. From restless spirits haunting abandoned buildings, to sightings of shambling corpses roaming the streets after dark, the presence of the undead has become impossible to ignore. Citizens are understandably on edge, wondering what dark forces may be at play and what sinister intentions lie behind these unsettling occurrences.
Some speculate that the neighboring country of Osirion, long known for its fascination with ancient necromantic practices, may be behind the surge in undead activity. Could it be that Osirion seeks to instill fear and chaos in our city, hoping to weaken the resolve of the citizens of the great Shory Empire?
While such accusations may seem far-fetched to some, it is worth considering the historical tensions between our two nations and the potential motives Osirion may have for orchestrating such a nefarious scheme. After all, what better way to sow discord and undermine the stability of our empire than by unleashing hordes of undead upon our streets?
As authorities work tirelessly to investigate these unsettling occurrences and reassure the public, it is essential for citizens to remain vigilant and take precautions to protect themselves and their loved ones. Whether it be avoiding deserted areas after dark or seeking the aid of skilled spellcasters and clerics, every measure must be taken to combat the rising tide of undead threats.
In the face of adversity, let us not succumb to fear or paranoia, but instead, let us stand united as a community, ready to confront whatever challenges may come our way. Together, we shall overcome this dark chapter and emerge stronger than ever before. And if indeed Osirion seeks to test our resolve, let them be warned. The citizens of the great Shory Empire will not be swayed by fear-mongering tactics or supernatural threats. By J.K. Kibofane.
Well, ain't this just the flavor of the week? Corpses taking a midnight stroll, folk getting all flustered about things crawling up from the dirt, and here I was thinking the city couldn't surprise me no more. Now I reckon most folk don't take too kindly to the dead walking, where they shouldn't. Send them screaming, running for the priests and the spell rites. Me, can't say I lose much sleep over it. Undead ain't never troubled me none. Matter of fact, I reckon we got a kind of understanding. Now this little article here, it got itself a real fine theory, don't it? Osirion stirring up trouble, throwing shade from across the way. Might be true, might be nonsense, but let me tell y'all something. When the dead rise, it ain't always 'cause some foreign hands pulling the strings. Sometimes the past just gets restless, and this city, she got a lot of bones buried under her feet. So y'all keep pointing fingers, looking for ghosts behind enemy lines. Me, I think I'll just sit back and watch, 'cause something tells me this ain't but the first rumble in a long, long storm.